Hey traders, welcome back to another episode of Breaking Bitcoin with your host Justin Wise for Cryptocurrencies.com. Today I'm going to discuss the news of Litecoin being listed on Gemini exchange, and we're going to go over Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, Litecoin, and we're going to talk about some of the experiences and successes that we've experienced as a trading group over the last week, and where I think the cryptocurrency markets are going in the near term and in the long term. If this is your first time to the channel and you would like to keep up to date on the latest in cryptocurrency, technical analysis, news, and fundamentals, make sure to hit that subscribe button and click the bell icon so you can be notified when we go live to answer your questions. And if you're a returning viewer and a supporter of our content, make sure to hit the thumbs up button and comment down below. Today's question will be at the end of the video. Alright, I'd like to take a look at our trade results real quick. Keep you guys updated on our win-loss sheet. We have had a good month so far. As you see, we were able to close out two sys calls, one that we had been holding for a while and one that we short-term called. We were able to catch that nice price movement. We were also able to catch a nice movement on 0x. So our first week, we were up 25%. Our second week, we are up 40%, up to 66.5%. We made really good calls on OST, EVX, and ARC that we're able to close out. We did hold those for a while, but we were able to make our short-term calls just yesterday, this morning, on a BTC scalp and an XRP scalp. We were able to monitor the 1 hour chart fairly closely and catch the bearish divergence and catch those movements on BTC, and that call is still alive. We have further targets. And XRP, we were able to catch a nice movement to the upside, and again, the call is current to move to the downside. If you are interested in achieving results like this, we would love to see you in our Discord. You can join our trading community and share in our success. Head on over to discord.crackingcryptocurrency.com. We would love to see you there. Let's begin briefly by discussing the important news event of the day, and this is Litecoin listing on Gemini exchange. Gemini exchange, for those of you who don't know, is a regulated United States exchange owned by the Winklevoss twins. It is perhaps the most mainstream exchange, obviously not the most popular. That's going to rank in with Coinbase if you're an American customer, but definitely one of the most promising exchanges. Gemini Exchange is announcing Litecoin trading in custody beginning tomorrow, Saturday, October 13th at 9:30 Eastern Time, 8:30 Mountain Time. Trading will begin on Tuesday, October 16th at 9:30 Eastern Time, 8:30 Mountain Time. Now, this is interesting, and I do not believe that this necessarily means that Litecoin will experience a rapid valuation. We had speculated about this back with Ethereum Classic when it was listed on Coinbase. And if you take a look at the Ethereum Classic chart, ever since it was listed on Coinbase, it's experienced nothing but a downtrend. It has never closed higher than the day it was listed on Coinbase. So this does not mean you should rush out and purchase Litecoin. The fundamentals of the coin have not changed, and we recommend caution in this market. However, we will be watching Litecoin closely. It is one of our daily calls that we monitor quite closely. And if we see a necessity to develop a position in Litecoin, then we will do so. All right, let's begin today's analysis with Bitcoin USD using the Coinbase exchange. So we had talked about these days are covered in the previous videos. If you would like to view those, the links will be in the description down below. Please check out our channel. So after bottoming out in the low 6,100 range with long wicks to the downside, the bulls have attempted to move Bitcoin's price back upwards. Unfortunately, they are facing significant resistance as the volume indicates that the buying pressure is just not there to push past the market. We see here the bearish volume pick up on this candle, and the bullish volume is so low that it's not even registering. Volume is extremely low, and we're facing significant resistance from our 382 Fibonacci extension, retracement at $6,231. If price cannot close above this level, we are seeing what already looks like a failed rally at this point and a potential retest of lower levels of support. Should these lower levels of support fail to hold, we are looking at downside potential beginning at 5706, then 53.46, and further on down to 44.13. Those are drastic movements, and we're not calling for them yet. We have to wait and see what currently happens. Again, we have to wait and see for Bitcoin to actually close below these levels of support. 236 is our next level of support. Then our next level of support is 6,112 in the low 6,100 ranges where we found support earlier. Our next level of support is 6,042. But if we break 6,042, ladies and gentlemen, we have nothing until 5,707, 5,704. Let's say 5,700. Split the baby. Not looking good for the bulls right now, guys. Again, our short call is live. Looking at the 1 hour chart, I wanted to point out some bearish divergence. Price is experiencing a flat bottom high, yet we are seeing a significantly lower low on the RSI. This is hidden bullish divergence, which generally indicates underlying strength. This is what you want to see during an uptrend, during a price retraction, commonly known as buy the dip. However, I wanted to point out the bearish divergence on the 1 hour chart. We see here a relatively equidistant highs. This is a slightly lower high, but here we have a high, slightly lower high, and an equidistant high. Yet we are experiencing significant lower highs on the RSI. This is textbook bearish divergence, weakening of a trend, which indicates weakening strength and the ability to rally, and this is the textbook sign of a failed rally. This is the time to exit the market. Ethereum looks exactly the same. Ethereum is experiencing the exact same levels of resistance, except with Ethereum, it's off the 0.786 fib retracement at $197, give or take. Now, what is more poignant about this is the 786 is the last point of resistance. And if you were trading to the upside and you're not able to go above the 786, I mean, you are definitely trading in the wrong direction. For the short opportunity, this was your best entrance point, was the 0.786. And congratulations to the individuals who entered into that short. Again, notice the long wicks on these candles to the upside. Significant buying resistance. Now, I won't wax long about Ethereum. Many of these charts look the same today. Again, the most likely move here is we are seeing the signs of a failed rally across the board and movement to the downside. So current resistance at $197, $200, 208, and 211. And to see that, we'd have to switch over to the 1 hour chart, which I wanted to show you. 208, key June level, 204, excuse me, key June level, 200, previous resistance. And then we have the bottom of the Kumo cloud and higher support here, higher resistance here, excuse me. Now, we also see here the same bearish divergence. Roughly the same high, lower low, same low. Weakening of a trend, guys. Textbook idea. I mean, textbook example. Current support at our fib retracement of $191, $188, and below that, we're looking at our previous support of $184. Failing to break that, we're looking at significant downside potential for sub $200 Ethereum. Looking at Ripple, looks quite the same. We're experiencing significant buying resistance right here, being rejected from the Kumo cloud quite hard. We've got several levels of support. This is the movement we're able to catch. We're able to catch this move and trend, especially when the Ehlers indicator switched us over from the green. We were able to catch the movement up, break above the RSI, and we entered on the 2 count above the 1. So congratulations to the traders who entered that, and we're able to exit right at the resistance off the Kumo cloud. So we are not able to penetrate into the cloud at the moment, being rejected quite strongly. We are on a 13 count to the downside. We have a canceled countdown here because this countdown will not complete unless we close lower than our 8 count, and that is all the way down here at 6,093 Satoshis. So for that to complete, for that buying signal to complete, we actually have to come and close down below. Waiting for the current candle to close, it seems that we're experiencing not the same amount of momentum to the downside as the other coins are. So this is something that we'll watch quite closely. We're not live on a Ripple short. Current support at 6,683 Satoshis. Further support from the Kijun and the Tenkan. So we've got quite a bit of support beneath us, guys, and definite targets if you were interested in entering into a short, but XRP is not one that I'm shorting at the moment. I won't wax loquaciously very long about these charts because they quite look the same. Again, we can see same long tails to the upside, low volume, but with Ripple, there's definitely more bullish volume than bearish volume. The bears are having a significantly harder time pushing down, and we're finding support at a significantly higher levels. So if there was a coin to be watching right now for a breakout, it would be Ripple. Now taking a quick look at Litecoin, you can see that we had a nice entrance here on the perfected 8 count to the downside. Buy setup on the TD sequential. Price consolidated at this level in a bear flag. And then we move to the upside. The fib retracement of this entire movement lets us know that we've retraced 236. Our next target is 382, and above that 681. We do have the Tenkan acting as resistance prior to that. So we have there is a bullish trade on the table right now. There was a bullish trade right here last night once the 2 began trading above this 1. So this is not a bad looking trade if you're in this position right now. It's a little late to enter, but bullish volume is staying consistent. It's obviously dying down right now. It's much harder for the bears, or for the bulls to move price up as it was right here. So this is something to be wary about. I would not be entering at this time, but if you did enter upon here, you're in the profit. I would move my stop loss up to the bottom of this candle close or to a break-even trade. You could even possibly move profit up to the 236 level to make sure you lock in profits. Although it's significantly not that much. You're talking $1.25 per Litecoin that you were trading. Experiencing significant resistance from the top, and the dominant trend is still to the downside. So not much volume in the markets today, guys. It seems like a boring day, but we are definitely seeing signs of rejection and a failed rally across the board is the overwhelming signs that we're getting. Question of the day, guys. Please leave your comment down below. What do you think about the possibility of Litecoin's valuation due to the listing on the Gemini exchange? Do you think it will matter? Do you think it will move to the upside? Do you think it will crash like Ethereum Classic being listed on Coinbase? Tell us what you think and why. We'd love to know your comments. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me today for another episode of Breaking Bitcoin for CrackingCryptocurrency.com. Not a whole lot to talk about. Ultimately, the narrative of the day is that we're experiencing rejection from a failed rally across the board, and the safest position is to the downside. If you were in the market to the long, you need to be moving your stops up or looking to exit the market. Sideways consolidation on a lot of altcoins, so the altcoin markets are not popping off. There are several that we're monitoring for a breakout trade, and if you'd like to keep up to date on those things, in addition to subscribing to the channel, make sure to join our Discord. Again, follow our socials. They're all in the channel banner and linked to down below. And just trade safely, guys. Don't feel the need to overtrade. If you miss the short move to the downside and you miss the long move to the upside, do not feel the need to jack up your leverage and trade undisciplined. That's how you will lose money. There is a good way to make money in this game, and it is to be patient and play the long game. Play the smart positions, and that's what we're about. All right, guys. You guys have a wonderful day.